Hi, second graders. Today we are ready for adding a 2-digit number, which is Chapter 3, Lesson 3. Our essential question is, how can I add 2-digit numbers? We're going to review what we learned yesterday. It says, if you add 4 to 25, do you need to regroup? How do you know? If you add 4 to 25, do you need to regroup? How do you know? So yesterday we learned that we regroup. Remember this word we talked about yesterday? We regroup when there's 10 or more ones. Can you do that with your hands? Do you remember from yesterday? Hold up your fingers. 10 or more ones, we make a new 10. Okay, so with this problem, we've got 25, and then we're adding 4, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 ones. Is 9 more, 10 or more, or less? It's less, right? So do we need to regroup? We do not need to regroup because there are less than 10. So our answer here is 29, and no, we don't need to regroup because it's less than 10. 9 is less than 10. Okay, so let's practice some from what we did yesterday. We have 27 plus 8. And when we add, well, we only have one set of 10, so we've got 2 10s. And when we add 7 and 8, our ones together, we get 15. I know that because it's a near doubles, right? 7 plus 7 equals 14, plus 1 more equals 15. And I have 15 ones, so that's more than 10. I do need to regroup. And when I regroup, I'm going to move that 10 over here. I'll have 3 10s and 5 ones. Let's try another one. I have 8 10s, and then I have 1 plus 2 equals 3 ones. Do I need to regroup these ones? No, because it's less than 10, so my answer is 83. All right, I want you to pause and go ahead and try to do these on your whiteboard or in your math journal. Push play when you're ready to check your answers. I do want you to do both of them. Okay, so 44 plus 6, we have 4 10s, and then 4 plus 6 is 10 ones. Do we need to regroup? Yes. This goes over here, so now we'll have 5 10s and 0 ones left over. 31 plus 5 is 3 10s, 6 ones. Do we need to regroup? Nope, that's a 1-digit number, so 36 in all. How would you regroup 46 plus 7? So 46 would be 4 10s, and then 6 plus 7. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 1 more is 13, so we have 13 ones. So we can regroup this 10 here, add it to 4, so 1 plus 4 is 5 10s, and then there's 3 ones left over. So let's find over here which answer says 5 10s, 3 ones. It's this very first one. All right, so let's go ahead and do some investigating. When we are solving an addition problem, how do we know when we need to regroup the ones? Well, we know that when there are 10 or more, we have to regroup. So if we have 2 add-ins with the numbers 4 and 5 in the ones place, we don't have to regroup. But if we were to have 5 plus 5, then we would need to regroup because we would have a 10. Let's do some work on this. on our next page. So this says, use base 10 blocks to model the addition problem in the work map below, then add by regrouping. So let's go ahead and get our base 10 blocks ready. I want you to use yours as well. And let's do 2 10s and 7 1s. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 7. And then we're adding on 8 1s. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can already tell just by looking, I am going to need to regroup, right? We have more than 10 ones there. So let's count out 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to take these 10 ones and we're going to exchange them for a 10. Now, what this looks like on your math problem over here is that we just took 10 and we put 1 10 in here, right? That's what we did with this guy. We had 10 ones and we moved it over to the 10s place so that we could add it to our other 2 10s. Now, we have 5 1s left over, so that's what's going to go down here. And then we can add 1 plus 2, which equals 3, and we end with 35, which if you go back over to your work mat, you'll see we have 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A company has 87 employees. 9 more employees are hired. How many employees are there now? Did you need to regroup to solve? So let's try this one. 87 plus 9. It's always good to write it up and down. It helps a little bit with keeping track of what place value we need to use. So 7 plus 9, I'm going to start with 9 and count up 7. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 looks like 1, 10, and 6 1s. So I'm going to take that 10 and regroup it over here, 1, 10. And I'm going to take my leftover ones, which is 6, and put it down here in the ones column. Then I can add 1 plus 8, which is 9. Did we need to regroup? Yes. Why? Because 7 plus 9 equals 16, and 16 is more than 10.
Add one-digit numbers and two-digit numbers. Find the sum of 17 and 5. We can use the tens and ones chart. Let's write the problem on the work mat. 17 has 1 10 and 7 ones. Write the number 1 in the tens column and 7 in the ones column. 5 has no tens and 5 ones. So write the number 5 in the ones column. We will be using base 10 blocks to find the sum. 17 is 110 and 7 unit cubes. 5 is 5 unit cubes. In step 1, add the ones. 7 plus 5 equals 12. In step 2, regroup if needed and write how many. There are 12 ones. We can regroup 12 as tens and ones. Write 110 in the tens column. We are left with 2 ones, so we write 2 in the answer of the ones column. In step 3, we add the tens. 110 plus 110 equals 2 tens. So, we write a 2 in the answer of the tens column. 17 plus 5 equals 22.
Let's do a little bit more practice. You're going to need your MyMath book on page 177 and your base 10 blocks. Go ahead and grab those things as well as a pencil, and when you're ready you can push play. So we are going to use our base 10 blocks to help us decide if we need to regroup. So here's the story. Morgan and her friends are collecting newspapers to recycle. You can see her in the picture there. And it says one group collects 7 newspapers and the other group collects 15 newspapers. How many newspapers have they collected in all? So we want to find out the total. One group collected 7. And one group collected 15. Okay, so I ended up with 1, 10, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ones. I can't put 1 and 2 in the ones place, so I need to regroup 10 of my ones as a tens. So let's go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm going to take these and exchange it for a 10 rod. So I ended up with 2 tens and 2 ones. Is that what you got as well? Let's look at our guided practice. Find 17 plus 5. Step 1 is add the ones. 5 plus 7 equals 12 ones. We can't put 12 down here. Can't put 2 digits there. There's only room for 1. So we're going to take our 10 and regroup it right here in the tens place. And then we're going to figure out how many ones we have left over. So here's our 10 that we just regrouped. Okay. Oh, and it shows it here in step 2, regroup if needed, write how many. So we've got 1 here. And then add the tens, we got to put these 2 extra babies down here. So then we've got 1 10 plus 1 10 equals 2 10. So we ended up with 2 tens and 2 ones, which is 22 in total. We did have to regroup because we started with 12 ones here and 1 10, and 12 ones has to be regrouped as 1 10 and 2 ones. Okay, let's try some more. You can use WorkMat 6 and your base 10 blocks to help with your addition. So we have 1, 10, and 8 ones. That number's 18, and we're adding 6 ones. So 8 plus 6, which is what we have here. This is 8 plus 6. And we're going to take 10 of those and regroup them as a 10. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 still left because 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 has 4 ones, 1 10, and then, got a little carried away there. And then we're going to add our 1 10 plus the 1 10 we already had. 1 plus 1 is 2. So your answer should be 24. Let's try another one. This time we've got 33 plus 3. So our ones we're starting with are 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 is less than 10, so we don't need to regroup. And we can just keep going. Now notice I didn't put anything in this box this time, and that's because that's only if we have 10 or more ones, and we did not. We only had 6. So nothing goes in there when you don't have to regroup. Okay, let's try some more. We've got 9 plus 6. Put 9 in your heart. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is 1 10 and 5 ones. So I'm going to put 5 ones, 1 10. 1 plus 1 is 2, so my answer is 25. Do not forget to add in that regrouped 10. Oftentimes second graders do that. They leave out that 1 and put 1 down here, but you regrouped it, so you've got to count it into your total. 6 plus 5 equals 11, which is 1, 10, 1, 1. The 1, 1 goes here. Your 1 new 10 goes here. Add 1 10 to 3 10s, we get 4 10s and 1 1, which is 41. Okay, and then we have 9 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is 1, 10, 3 1s. So my 3 1s stay down here. My 1 10 moves over to the 10s column. 1 plus 1 is 2 10s. Okay, you are ready for your independent practice, problem solving, and your brain builders and MyMath. If you get stuck, please come back and watch this video again to help remind you how to add with regrouping. And don't forget, 10 is the math.